Hey guys, it's Christina, aka Miss Strawberry Bacon, here with a vlog, more like a blabber type of video. And today I'm going to be talking about being a virgin. I am 22 years old, going to be 23 at the end of the summer, and I am still a virgin. And I know what you're probably thinking, Christina, why are you still a virgin? Because I haven't had sex yet. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. But I know what you really mean. What are the reasons why I'm still a virgin? Well, there are a couple of things. Mainly because of self-esteem. When I was growing up, I did not have the best self-esteem out there. It's kind of awkward when you're growing up and all your friends are getting boobs and booty and curves, and you're just looking at yourself and it's like, alright, come on, grow. And nothing's happening. It took me a few years to just learn to accept myself. Yes, I'm not the most curvaceous. Yes, I'm not, the tallest person around, but that's okay. And you can still love what you got, because at least you got something, and something is always better than nothing. So self-esteem is one. My family is another reason. I have a very tight-knit, conservative family, and even though you might not feel guilty about something, if they count it as a wrong, as a sin or whatnot, they will hold it over your head forever. See, I just didn't want to deal with all that. I love my family and all, but they can get kind of crazy about certain stuff. So I care a lot about what they think, and I don't want to do anything to piss them off, really. Another reason is my beliefs, my faith. I mean, you guys already know that I'm a Christian. I post my scripture videos every week, and I believe that people have the self-restraint and the self-discipline to not do the hanky-panky when they're not married. When I was younger, I attended a private Christian school in Louisiana, and it was very easy when you're younger to be accepting of your virginity because everybody else was one. Non-virgins were few and far in between. I even did like a short thing with my friends trying to make it like a superpower. And me and one of my other friends, we would be like, virginity powers activate, form a purity ring, form a chastity belt. Together we will fight against the evils of penetration. And it's during this time when I was growing up, early teenager years, 13, 14, we finally got like a sexual education class. And it was really funny because it was one of those deals where the parents had to sign like a waiver allowing their children to go. And for the first time, not only did I think about the physical aspects of sex, I thought about the emotional aspect because I had never thought about it before. And they talked about, how whether you realize it or not, you're giving a piece of yourself. There's a connection being made between you and this other person. During that time, you might feel good and all that other stuff, but afterwards, what happens when that person leaves? You've given something to them that one, you can never get back. And what really stuck with me is they talked about, how are you going to look at yourself after this? And it really stuck with me because at the time, 13, 14 years old, I was gaining a little bit of self-esteem, self-confidence in myself, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, this could like just destroy everything. I'm finally starting to appreciate who I am, that, I'm finally able to look in the mirror and like what I see. If I, give up my virginity, am I going to be able to love myself after doing that? And I asked myself the question, and I thought about it, and I realized that no, I probably won't love myself as much. So that really just helped build the attitude that I have now and really just helped me abstain from having sex. Fast forward a couple of years and I have left for college. I started college when I was 17, and during this time it was a really like crazy time for me. My parents had divorced, our family pets had died, Hurricane Katrina happened. But when I left for college, I was a very, very angry person. I'm trying to curb that anger a little bit now. It's a work in progress. But I was just so angry at my life, angry at God, angry at my parents. I was just angry, flat out angry. And I was just like, you know what? Forget this. You know, God's not here for me. I'm not going to obey him. I'm going to just go out there, find me a guy, and have sex with him. That was like my mini goal for like school. I did find a guy that I was very, very attracted to, and what can I say? I was kind of like just blown away by his approach, and the opportunity presented itself, and I'm just like, this is interesting. And then I felt like at like a crossroads, because it's just like, do I do it? Do I not? And I went home and I thought about it and things like that, and at the end of the day, I was just like the old my old thought of, it's like, will I be able to look in the mirror after doing this and like what I see? And the same answer was no. And I just told the guy, you know, hey, I'm just not ready for it. And you know, he was very respectful about it, which was really nice. But yeah, no. So that ended, and I'm really glad I didn't do anything that I know I probably would regret later. Shortly after that, I got rebaptized, joined a church, and just really devoted my time to bettering my relationship with God. And I think it's during that time, you know, when I had the opportunity to have sex and didn't, and then refinding my relationship with God, I developed the attitude that I have now. And it's pretty much, you know, you're a virgin, yes, you're over, you know, the age of 21 now, but it's okay. It's really okay. And, you know, nobody can ever make you feel bad about it. And trust me, some people do try to make you feel bad about it. It's always an experience when people learn I'm a virgin. Let's just say that. It's not guys that do this, it's girls that do this. Make it seem as though I'm dying, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. And I'm like, I didn't know I was dying from this, you know? It's just weird. Dealing with guys is always hilarious. One of two scenarios always happens when I tell guys that I'm still a virgin. Either one, they treat me like, oh my gosh, they just found like the most incredible, magical creature. Like, I must take a picture of this because we'll never see this one again. They feel bad that they've even spoken the word sex around me. And it's like, I think that's a really bad stereotype. It's just like, yes, we're virgins, but we still know what sex is. You don't need to refrain from sexual talk, okay? It's just, I mean, we're not children, you know. You don't have to leave the room when you start talking about sex. We know about it. It's like we might not know, you know, things about it. We might be kind of awkward, you know, about certain things because we don't know, but you don't need to not talk about it around us. So yeah, just thought I'd say that. My personal favorite, because I don't know, it always makes me laugh unless they go a little bit too far, and it's the guys that, you know, it's like, ooh, a challenge, you know. You tell them that you're a virgin and they're just like, oh, virgin? Challenge accepted. And I'm just like, oh, you want a challenge? First one, mace in your face. Let's see how you handle that one. It's like, I think it's, you know, kind of nice that, you know, they're willing to help you experience something like that. You know, I feel like just let's not get crazy with it. I feel like they think just throwing around a few compliments and a smile is automatically going to mean panty dropper, and it's just not the case. I feel like this is what's like. I feel like this is what's going on in their head. Oh, you're a virgin? I like that. It's like, and you're just supposed to be like, oh, there go my panties. And it just doesn't work that way, guys. At least not with this girl. Let's just say that. It's like, it doesn't work that way for this girl. So thanks for the compliment of coming over and be willing to pop my cherry, but thanks, but no thanks. Okay, I think I'll be okay. Some guys, when they realize that they're losing the battle with me, they'll throw in the, but you don't know what you're missing. And I'm like, I know, and that's okay, because I can't miss something I've never had before. It's like, no matter what you say, no matter, you know, you can say this, that, and the other, but you know what, you cannot make me miss something I've never had before. You know, I think about it, I wonder what it would be like and all that stuff. I'm not saying that I don't, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know what I'm missing, so I'm happy to be in the dark. I just have to laugh at them, and you know, and then they walk away defeated, but it's just like, well, it is what it is, man. It's like, thanks for playing the game today. You will not be getting, it's like, do not pass go, do not collect $200, just leave. But it is getting to be a lot of fun now that I'm older and I actually have friends who are not virgins, because then I get to hear about first time stories. And those are always interesting, to say the least. And I have to say, I have learned, like, if I ever do have sex, I have learned a couple of things what not to do. And I'd like to share them. When having sex for the first time, you may not want to do it in the back of a truck at night while it's moving. It will make a great time and a great story, but you might get injured just a little, just a little. Don't try complicated sexual positions when having sex for the first time. You may miss. When having sex for the first time and you have chosen to use a non-horizontal surface for a vertical surface, make sure the vertical surface can hold both your and your partner's weight, because if not, it may and will collapse. For me, I do not want to get married. I definitely don't want to have kids. The thought of mixing my genetic information with another person never really caught on with me. Some people think it's the greatest thing ever. I'm not going to knock them, but for me, it's like, it just seems messy. I know what you're probably thinking. What are you going to do about, you know, your future? And honestly, right now, I just want to live. I want to laugh. I want to have fun. I want to travel. I want to graduate. And right now, I just want to enjoy my life being single. It's like, a lot of people just say it's because I'm just being a young person, but I just feel like I don't need to have some guy by my side to feel happy and successful. I mean, I'm happy and successful right now. So again, that's just my personal beliefs right now, personal opinion. It's like, I don't need the love of anybody else right now. The love of God and the love of my family is enough to keep me going. I can't speak for the future, so who knows how I'm going to think 10 years from now, but I do know how I think now. And right now, like, I do not want to get married. I don't want to date. I just want to live my life and have fun, because time is going by so fast. Before I know it, I will have graduated college. I'll need to find a job, a career, and you know, there's going to be a lot of other things I'm going to have to deal with, and I just didn't want to feel like dealing with some guy trailing behind me. Maybe that's just me being a 22-year-old talking. I don't really know. Who knows? Maybe in the future I'll just become a nun or something and be like the kick butt nun ever. Who knows? I mean, only time will tell. But again, it's just how I feel right now. I feel very strongly about what I believe. I will not be having sex anytime soon. And, you know, that's okay with me. It might not be okay for everybody. This is just the personal path and choice I've made for myself. And, you know, some people can deal with it and some people can't. wasn't made to be liked by everybody. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope it made you laugh a little bit. I hope it gave you some insight, and I just hope it was fun to watch. I'm going to try to edit this down because I know I've probably been talking for 20 or so minutes, and trust me, this video will not be 20 or so minutes long. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.